Right across the planet, there's a universal challenge that happens in organisations, companies, businesses, however you want to describe, but basically we're talking about the workplace. And what happens for a lot of places across planet Earth is they invest significantly in staff training. So they want their staff to be the very, very best that they can be. So they find really good trainers, they find really good courses, and they send people off. The workers themselves, they want to be the best too. There's not many staff, despite what people will say, who really don't care about performing well. The vast majority of people within the workplace want to be the best they can be at the job that they're doing. So they go off for this training, and they go off with an enthusiastic attitude, a belief that they can actually learn something new and they can do a better job when they come back to work. They get excited in the training, they believe, yes, this is going to work for me. And then when they come back to the workplace, they hit what's called the implementation dip. And the implementation dip looks pretty much like this. I really want to do this. I get this training, it makes sense to me. I know what I want to do, but, and the but can be anything. I don't know how to do it in my current workplace. My boss won't let me do it. My peers won't let me do it. There's a particular process or a system or a policy that we have that will get in the way of this. Often managers, supervisors will misinterpret this implementation dip as a lack of motivation by employees, and they'll think we've sent these people off to be trained and they come back and they're not doing what they were taught to do. The reality is most people want to do it. They get stuck with the how. What that means across this planet is 70% of all workplace training never makes it back into the workplace environment. And that doesn't matter which sector you're in, whether you're in the finance sector, the medical sector, the engineering sector, the figure remains stable throughout. 70% of all workplace training never makes it to changed practice. That's an enormous dollar loss to organisations across the planet. So what can we do about it? What we know makes a difference is coaching around that particular skill set. So if you set up a system where when people come back to the workplace following training, they're coached in how to implement that new skill set into their personal working environment, those figures reverse. So 70% of all training then makes it back into change practice in the workplace. Wouldn't that be a useful, significant, important investment? So if you're spending a lot of money on training within your company, your business, your organisation, you ought to be supporting it with workplace coaching around that particular skill set. Cheers.